Hey, Pascal, it's Doug. Thanks very much for doing this. Appreciate the time. Going into the first playoffs in your role as the team's sort of offensive focal point, what do you expect it to be like, and how do you expect, or do you expect to have to change anything to adapt to the attention you're going to get?
I feel like I've been getting attention pretty much all season long, and it's something that I'm definitely working on. And obviously the playoff is more specific, and in terms of preparation, and teams are going to be ready for different things. And I think I'm just going to take it a day at a time, and obviously I know kind of like the actions that I'm involved into, and how teams usually regard me. So definitely working on those things, and making sure that I'm ready to adapt in any situation.
And what kind of skill development have you been working on in these 4.5 months? And what do you need to do in the next, I guess, 5 weeks before you start playing for real?
Oh, well, I think for me, obviously, after sitting around for a long time and not being able to shoot the basketball, or play basketball, I think, it's just being able to get out there on the floor, just run a little bit, make sure that I, get my shots up, work on things that I'm going to see in the game, from pick and rolls to, different actions that we run and throughout our offense, and just, just variation of ways to score. Because I think, the more actions that I can have, and the more options, and different ways I can have scoring, the better for me and my team.
Great. Thanks very much, Pascal. Appreciate it.
Josh, we'll go to you next.
Hey, Pascal. How you doing?
Good, man. How you doing, Josh?
Doing good. Thanks, man. Obviously, you've seen the numbers in Florida in terms of positive tests and the COVID cases, and there's been a few teams that have had to shut down their practice facilities as well. What's your level of concern about the virus right now, and whether it might disrupt the NBA's restart plans?
I think obviously it's tough, seeing the cases rise, and different situations in different states. Obviously Florida is one of them that's, pretty high at the moment. But I think, teams and especially us out here, we try to do our best, making sure that, we're not really involved with the public, making sure that we stay in hotels, and the team has been doing a fantastic job in terms of, making sure that, we kind of isolate it. And I think that's the same thing that the NBA is going to do. Obviously, you kind of scared of, seeing the cases rise, but you also trust that we're going to do everything. The team's going to do everything. The NBA is going to do everything to make sure that we're safe. And at the end of the day, even if we're home, going to the grocery store, like you can, there's things that can happen. So I feel like we're always going to be at risk, but once we can, minimize the risk as much as possible, and I just feel like that's the best way to do it, because at the end of the day, even, being home and going to a grocery store is not as safe anymore. So we just got to do everything, do our best, and making sure that we have everything in place for us to be as safe as possible. And hopefully, it's we got the season back, and it goes as smoothly as possible.
Thanks, Pascal.
Thanks, Josh. Next is Mike Ganter from the Toronto Sun.
Hey, Pascal. How you doing?
What's up, Mike? What's going on?
Not much. There was a lot made up, or we made a lot last year of the build the build that you guys had going through the playoffs towards the eventual championship. What's the build been like this year, and has it already started down there?
Well, obviously, when you have that type of break that we had, and not being able to play, but at the same time, all the guys here, or the core, we've been together, and we kind of know exactly, what each other's strengths and weaknesses are. And coming in here, I think is really important for us. Just being around each other, it helps. And obviously, once we get an opportunity to play together as a team, it's going to be super fun. And we can't wait for that. And we just continue to get better, man. Individually, trying to make sure that we do everything individually, and then once we get back together as a team, making sure that we kind of click. So it's going to be a process, obviously, because we haven't played in a long time. But we're excited about it. We're excited about it. It kind of feels like kind of training camp again in the beginning of the season. You're kind of excited to see guys and making and playing with each on the floor and stuff. So we're just gonna wait and see what happens.
All right, appreciate that. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Thanks, Mike. Now we'll go to Paul Jones.
Hey, Pascal, Jonesy. You talk about not playing. Some guys said they went the whole time. How long was it between when you were able to actually play or shoot the ball? Like, what was the length of the break? And was that the longest time you'd ever gone without actually shooting, playing, working out from a basketball standpoint?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like I lost track of time as soon as I got into quarantine. I don't know. I don't even it's tough for me to say exactly what time. I mean, I could guess maybe around 3 months, without actually playing or shooting the basketball. So yeah, for me, that's the length, and it's definitely the most I ever. I think during the summertime, I usually take 2 weeks break, top. That's when I'm feeling myself. That's the most I take. So yeah, that was definitely since my little basketball career, that's the most I ever been, kind of out.
Thanks, Paul. We'll jump back to Doug.
Sorry, Pascal, just to switch gears for a minute. On the black line, Matt.
Are you having lunch or something? You good?
I'm good. On the I couldn't get unmuted. Phil kept screwing around with my machine.
I know, man. It's tough. It's tough. All this technology stuff, huh? I know it's tough for you, probably, huh?
For an old guy, it's hard to figure out. Hey, on the Black Lives Matter issue, and obviously the social statements and social injustice that you guys will be bringing to light during the games, how can you and the Raptors affect change in Canada? I know everybody's sort of laser focused on the United States, but you represent the entire country, and I'm wondering about your feeling of responsibility to Canadian people and what you can do in this country as well.
Yeah, I think it's something that we're definitely looking at, and we have people that are from Canada, and I think we have as much insight, and I think Coach Nick was talking about having Big Cat Jamal McGraw on the team, and guys that that's from Canada, and can definitely give us more insight. And for us, living in Canada, I know it's the States, but it's the U.S. that we talk about all the time. But I mean, I think those racial issues, it's kind of all over the world, and it also affects Canada, and I think we can do everything that we can, and we're gonna try and at the end of the day do our research, trying to do our best. And I think we have on the Raptors a phenomenal team, from the owners to management. Everyone is really committed to the issues that's going on, and we want to do our best to affect change and do something kind of meaningful that not just it's cool to do all the little things, but we want to dig deeper and find different ways to affect change and have professionals and people that know better than us in terms of actual change, because we all feel it. We had that feeling. We know what's going on already. Everyone is accepting it, but now to affect real change, I think it's something bigger than us, and we got to find as much help as we can to make sure that we make those effective changes.
Appreciate that very much, sir. I'm going to mute myself now so Phil doesn't have to.
Next we have William Liu from Yahoo Sports Canada.
Hey, Pascal, I hope you're good. This is your first season sort of being that number one option, and obviously, coming with that, there's a more of a, load in terms of, your energy and stuff like that. Do you feel like, as compared to previous seasons, this year has been harder for you just on physically in terms of your energy? And then do you feel like maybe the last 3 months giving you a chance to recharge ahead of the playoffs could be a benefit for you?
I mean, it's kind of tricky because at the end of the day, sometimes I think the rest can be also a problem because, our bodies are not used to being away for that long. So, I mean, it's either way you look at it, I think there's pros and cons. But for me personally, I just felt like it's been a really good season, a learning experience for me, being able to be out there on the floor, seeing different things and adapting, and just from my journey and who I am as a person, as a basketball player, that's something that's always, kind of excites me and helped me reach new heights. And I'm excited about the challenge, man. I love it. I love going through the struggles. I mean, obviously you want to win and be the best that you can all the time, but I think I really appreciate just being out there on the floor, knowing that I struggle, knowing that I'm going to miss a lot of shots, knowing that I'm going to make mistakes, and also knowing that I'm going to work really hard to rectify those mistakes and be the best player that I can be. So it's part of the journey, and at the end of the day, I don't see it as being difficult. I don't see it as being, I just see it as the process of, a player going, working to be the best that he can. So that's part of the journey, and I accept it, with all the good and the bad.
Thank you.
Is there any other questions for Pascal in English? If not, we will move to the French questions. Give a second. I think that's it. So we will go to Will from RDS.
Bonjour Pascal, William Archambault de la chaîne RDS à Montréal. Ça va?
Oui, ça va très bien, vous?
Oui, ça va très bien, merci. Vous avez joué 6 parties depuis le 1er janvier 2020 où l'entièreté de votre alignement était en santé et vous avez gagné ces 6 parties-là. Comment que la préparation de Nick Nurse et de votre équipe vous donne un avantage contre votre compétition si jamais un de vos coéquipiers contracte la COVID-19?
Mais bon, je pense pas qu'on a pensé à ça pour le moment. Je pense qu'on espère que tout le monde sera là. Et bien sûr, avoir une équipe et le fait que nous sommes ensemble depuis des années et certains de joueurs, on se connaît très bien, ça va aider. Mais bon, à la fin, on espère qu'on sera tous ensemble et vraiment, on ne pense pas à cette option-là. Mais en tant qu'équipe, on a toujours trouvé un moyen de s'adapter à toute situation. Donc, pour nous, c'est ça. Mais bon, on ne pense pas au pire cas, en fait.
OK. Bonne réponse. Et votre premier championnat de l'histoire des Raptors a été vraiment un moment remarquable, incroyable pour tous les Canadiens et Canadiennes. Vraiment pour tous les gens à l'extérieur aussi des États-Unis. Et en ce moment, vous êtes encore les champions du monde. Ceci dit, on entend parler des Lakers, des Clippers, des Bucks comme favoris cette année. Sentez-vous toujours le sentiment d'urgence et est-ce que c'est plus facile de se préparer sans avoir la grosse pression médiatique derrière vous?
Mais bon, c'est le truc qu'on ne regarde jamais, en fait, en tant qu'équipe. Quand tu regardes le caractère de tous nos joueurs, c'est quelque chose qu'on ne regarde jamais et juste, ça nous occupe, en fait, ce que les gens disent. Nous, on se focalise sur notre équipe et on essaie d'être le meilleur qu'on peut. Et bon, peu importe les autres équipes, en fait, ça ne nous regarde pas. Pour nous, c'est les Raptors et c'est tout ce que je vois, en fait. Je vois personne d'autre.
OK. Une petite dernière question facile pour toi. Depuis 3 mois, ça ressemblait à quoi tes entraînements à la maison?
À la maison, rien de spécial. C'est juste treadmill, essayer de weights, des trucs comme ça. Mais bon, rien de spécial. En fait, c'est très compliqué quand tu es à la maison et essayer de trouver des exercices à faire. Donc, ça a été très, très dur. Mais bon, je suis content de pouvoir avoir maintenant une place où je peux aller et avoir des workouts comme je le fais maintenant. Et vraiment, je suis très content.
Merci beaucoup, Pascal.
Next up, we have Mike from the Express.
Bonjour Pascal, ravi de te retrouver, ça faisait longtemps. Je vais rebondir sur la question précédente. Du coup, comme tu n'as pas beaucoup pu t'entraîner, comment tu estimes ton niveau actuel? Est-ce que tu es très loin de ton meilleur niveau et est-ce que tu penses que le fait de n'avoir que moins de 2 semaines pour se préparer collectivement, comment ça va se passer pour la reprise des matchs?
Je pense que ça se passe bien. On évolue tous les jours. Pour moi, je pense que j'évolue tous les jours. Et bien sûr que ce ne sera pas facile après avoir pris ce temps mort pendant très longtemps. Mais bon, à la fin de la journée, tu es un athlète et c'est ce qu'on fait. C'est notre travail. Et vraiment, je suis sûr que je serai prêt quand les lumières seront là. Donc, pour moi, c'est de continuer à travailler dur, continuer tous les jours à progresser. Et à la fin, quand on arrive en équipe et qu'on joue tous ensemble, je suis sûr que je serai prêt.
Et à quoi s'attendre pour les 8 premiers matchs qui restent de saison régulière? Est-ce que tu penses que vous aurez suffisamment de matchs pour être prêt pour les playoffs ou on peut s'attendre à ce que ce soit un peu pas génial à voir, si on peut dire ça comme ça?
Mais bon, on verra en fait. C'est quelque chose qu'on n'a jamais expérimenté. Donc, on va aller avec la tête ouverte. Et bien sûr, on sait que ce ne sera pas parfait au début, mais bon, à la fin de la journée, ça a toujours été les playoffs pour nous. Donc, c'est l'essentiel. être la dernière équipe dans le tournoi, c'est l'objectif. Et ce ne sera pas facile, mais bon, on verra comment ça va se passer.
Merci Pascal.
Now we'll go to Peter from RDS.
Salut Pascal, c'est Peter
On a
Yanopoulos
beaucoup
de
de questions en
RDS.
français aujourd'hui. Hein?
Ouais. J'ai parlé avec tes coachs Marvin Menzies et Paul Weir aujourd'hui. Ils te saluent, ils te disent bonjour. Tu es un joueur qui joue avec beaucoup d'énergie, beaucoup de passion. Maintenant, présentement, il ne va pas avoir beaucoup de spectateurs ou aucun spectateur dans l'aréna. Comment tu vas te motiver et motiver tes coéquipiers pour jouer sans des spectateurs?
Oui, mais bon, c'est un coup difficile. Je pense que les spectateurs jouent un très grand rôle avec les équipes. Donc, pour nous, ce sera quelque chose qu'on doit à s'adapter, tu vois. On va essayer de s'adapter. Mais bon, moi, par exemple, je joue tout le temps pendant l'été et il n'y a pas de supporters. Donc, c'est quelque chose que j'ai déjà vu et puis ce ne sera pas facile. Mais bon, je pense qu'en tant qu'équipe, on va bien se donner de l'énergie à chacun, essayer de trouver des moyens pour pouvoir avoir cette énergie-là. Ce ne sera pas facile, mais bon, je suis sûr qu'après peut-être 2, 3, 4 matchs, on va s'y habituer.
Ma dernière question pour toi, Pascal. Le dernier match, numéro 6 contre les Warriors, tu as eu 24 points, 10 rebonds. Présentement, 24 points par match. Est-ce que tu considères comme un des meilleurs joueurs de la NBA présentement?
Moi?
Oui.
Qu'est-ce que tu en penses?
Moi, je pense que oui.
Ah, merci.
Bonne série, mon ami.
Merci.
Next up, we have Raphaël from Radio Canada.
Bonjour Pascal, j'espère que tu vas bien. Je voulais savoir, la NBA a permis aux joueurs de pouvoir avoir un message considérant la justice sociale à l'endos de leur maillot pour les séries. Est-ce que tu as déjà pensé à ce qu'elle est inscrite à l'endos de ton maillot? Est-ce que tu vas avoir un message personnel?
Ah oui, bien sûr, j'aurai un message personnel, mais bon, je ne sais pas exactement ce que ce sera maintenant, mais bon, je pense que c'est très bien que la NBA a permis aux joueurs d'avoir cette opportunité-là, chacun d'expresser ce qu'il ressent, et puis je pense que ça a vraiment du pouvoir et pour nous, c'est quelque chose de très bien, mais bon, j'y pense toujours et puis au moment venu, je sais que j'aurai quelque chose.
Et est-ce que c'est possible pour vous, en tant qu'équipe, de bâtir sur ce que l'équipe a accompli au cours de la saison ou est-ce que la pause a été trop longue et qu'on repart un peu à neuf pour les séries?
Ah bon, on verra. Comme je l'ai dit tantôt, c'est quelque chose on a vraiment, on n'a jamais vu ça. Donc, ce sera nouveau et beaucoup de challenges. Mais bon, je pense que ce que notre équipe a toujours prouvé avec les blessures et tout ce qui se passe pendant la saison, on arrive toujours à s'adapter. Et je pense que c'est ça qui fait notre force. Et je suis sûr qu'on trouvera des moyens à être à la fin la meilleure équipe.
Merci beaucoup, Pascal. Bonne série.
Merci.